All right. Hi, Tigers. This is Miss Gallant. And I just wanted to give you kind of a quick introduction to our Unit 6. I don't want to say project, I guess, or just a quick introduction to Unit 6 and how you're going to be approaching that because this unit is all on you. This is completely student led. You have an opportunity to bring your grade up tremendously. But if you don't do what you're supposed to do, it's going to hurt you. This should be one of the easiest units of the entire year, so long as you are keeping up with your stuff, you are making sure you get your work done, and you make sure you turn things in on time. So as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, you will be successful in this unit. So I kind of wanted to just show you what exactly we're going to be doing. So basically, Unit 6 is all about statistics, and it's also completely student-led. So there's no me teaching in front of the class or your teacher teaching in front of the class. It's you are in complete control of this unit. All right, so the first thing that's going to happen is we're going to give you access to the Benton High School Algebra 1 website, which actually you should already have access to that. So you'll go to the Benton High School Algebra 1 website. You should have access to that. It should be linked on our course calendars, but we'll post it on Google Classroom as well. On the website, there is a button for spring semester, which is where we're at, so we'll click that. And then we'll click on Unit 6. All right, so for Unit 6, you have 10 different lessons. Your goal is to earn at least 20 points in each lesson. You can earn up to 30 points. Now, different teachers are going to score it differently. You are still trying to earn 20 points on each lesson. That does not mean each lesson is going to be 20 points in the grade book. It depends on your teacher and how they've structured it. But in order to get full credit, you have to earn 20 points on the website. For my class, I'm going to grade up to 30 points. Again, you still have bonus point opportunities in Miss Pafflin, Miss Means' class. But it might not be up to 10 points or whatnot. I'm not sure. I'm kind of going over how I'm structuring it. But they should all be structured the same way, just different point values. But you need to earn 20 points in each lesson. All right, all lessons are due by May 21st. So let's look at lesson 1. Okay, so first thing you'll notice is it does have the lesson title up top. It's hard to read it here, but it is lesson 1 is graphically representing data. You'll also notice the clip art. We have paper copies of a lot of the assignments, and so if you're on lesson 1 and you need a paper copy of something, make sure that the clip art matches. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're either going to get a paper copy of the notes, or if you are not in the classroom and you're working from home, you can click this button here that says Lesson Notes. It'll open up a new window, and you'll have the notes. So this is just like the notes packets we do in class. So you'll make sure you have your notes first. Do not fill it out yet, because once you have your notes, you're going to go to Edpuzzle. I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the year, I assigned everybody different videos through Edpuzzle. You should have an Edpuzzle login already. If not, you can create one. But now my Edpuzzle is going to look different because I'm on teacher mode. But when you click on it, you can log in, and then there will be videos assigned to you through Edpuzzle. In order for you to receive credit for watching your video, you have to watch it through Edpuzzle and answer the questions that pop up. So a video will pop up, you'll watch it, it will go along with the notes. So as you're watching the video, fill out the notes. And then that is your first 10 points, is watching the video and filling out the notes. So I need both of those to get your first 10 points. Then for your remaining 10 points, you have a bunch of different options that you can do. So you can, we have additional videos you could watch. Each video is worth 3 points. So what would happen is, let's say you watch video 1, you've got a video you could watch. Once you're done with the video, you have a Google form. Fill that out, first and last name, pick your teacher, what lesson you're working on, which video you're working on, and then the next page has questions specifically about the videos. All right, and so you'll fill out every video you watch, you can fill out that notes form. You also have a challenge task through Google Sheets. Now, the Google Sheets challenge tasks are they're worth the most points for a reason. Basically, you'll be using Google Sheets to do some different statistics problems. I like the Google Sheets challenges because this is something that people actually use in the real world. We don't teach you how to do these challenges, though. What you're going to have to do, I don't know if you've ever heard of this thing called Google, but you can use Google to help you. So on this first one, it's making a histogram. Your instructions are up here. Let me move this out of the way. Oh, I don't know why I have 2 of those. Okay, never mind. Your instructions are here. Here we go. There's a tab here so that you can actually put your histogram on the other tab. What you're going to do, though, is you're just going to Google, how do I make a histogram in Google Sheets? And you should either get a video or some written instructions or something. Just Google, how do I do this? I don't care that you use Google. That's a life skill. In the real world, if you're working a job and you don't know how to do something, I mean, yeah, you can ask your boss, but a lot of times they're going to look at you to figure it out. So use Google. Someone's figured out stuff for you. Google is a great tool. YouTube is a great tool. YouTube, how do I make a histogram in Google Sheets? And I promise you, 3 or 4 different videos will come up and you'll be able to do it. So, yeah, so the Google Sheets challenges, make sure you use Google to or YouTube to figure out how to complete the challenge. And then just post it in the Google Sheet. I'm going to close this out. All right. You also, each lesson will have a modeling task. This is kind of a real world problem. I have some paper copies of these if you'd like them, or you can print them on your own. And then you also have every assignment, or every lesson has a practice assignment. This is kind of like the homework section. It's very similar to the lesson notes, but it's more of a homework than notes. So you've got some problems on dot plots, you've got some problems on histograms, about 10 points, or about 10 problems. Okay. And then most lessons will also have some Desmos activities you could do. This one, you've got 2 different options to choose from. You could do the what's in a name or creating histograms, or you could do both. You'll just go to student.desmos.com, log in through Google, and just make sure that you have make sure that you've done the Desmos challenge to get your points. Okay, so you do have to earn 20 points. 10 of it comes from the lesson video and notes. And really and truly, none of these will make sense unless you do the lesson video and notes. That's kind of, I don't want to say it's required, but it kind of is, especially because you will have quizzes and tests over this. So make sure you're watching the videos and doing the notes. And then if you want to just do the bare minimum, you can do the lesson notes and the challenge task. That's your 20 points. Then if you want to earn bonus, do whatever you want to earn bonus. But I don't know, you have some autonomy. You have options here. So all right, so once you're finished with lesson 1, you can move on to lesson 2. It's kind of the same thing. You're doing the exact same thing, it's just a different lesson. Some lessons have more options than others. It just depends on what resources were available. So, okay. So next item on the agenda for Unit 6. When you go to submit your work in Google Classroom, you're gonna have about 20 assignments through Google Classroom. Don't stress out. Each Edpuzzle video is its own assignment. That's how I get it to go through Google Classroom. It has to be its own assignment. So don't stress out if you've got like 20 missing assignments all in one day. 10 of those will be the Edpuzzle videos. 10 of them will be these lesson trackers. So let's look at the lesson 1 tracker real quick. This is how you're going to submit all your work to me. So it should have the clip art in the top so it matches all your stuff. You're going to fill this out as you go. So let's say you watched the video and took notes. What you're going to do is if you did that, you're going to type yes. Okay? Let's say you watched video 2. We'll put yes here. And then let's say you did the challenge task. Okay, so that's a total of 23 points. Then I'm going to go and check, and then I'll start putting in your grade. So let's say I look and you didn't answer the last question on Edpuzzle. That might be 8 points. Let's see. Let's say you did fill out the Google form. There's 3 points. Challenge task, you earned 8 points. We got 19 points. You could come back and add 2 if you wanted to. So that's how I'm going to grade you. You're going to submit. Once you're ready to submit, you submit just this tracker. As far as me being able to check your work, so your video and taking notes, what I want you to do is in the student comments, I'll be able to check to see that you watched the video, but how would I check your notes? What I want you to do is you can scan it, and or let me take that back. In class, you can turn in anything on paper, or you can scan it and post a link here. Let's talk about the challenge task. You can scan it and email it to me, or no, let's not do that. Challenge task. So let's say you're doing the Google Sheets challenge task. What I want you to do is after you're done, so you've made your copy, you're going to share it with me. We're going to click share, get link. Anyone in this group it should be set to Bossier Parish Schools. Okay? If you need to change that, you can change it to, don't change it to restricted. Keep checking on Bossier Parish Schools. Oops. Copy the link. Go to the tracker. And then you can just paste the link. And say challenge task or something. And then I have a link to it and I can just click it and see it. Anything you have online, you can click that share button, click get link, and link it on here. If you have a paper copy, you can just turn in your paper copy. But turn in everything for the same lesson at once. Do not say, okay, here's the notes for lesson 1, and here's the challenge task for lesson 4, and here's the Desmos for lesson 3. Turn in all of lesson 1 at once. It's so much easier to grade as one. Okay, and then at the end where it says teacher comments, after you've turned in, if I notice some glaring errors or if I notice you've done some good work, I will put some comments in here. And depending on your time, you can go back and make corrections and resubmit. That's fine with me. Okay. I think that is everything for Unit 6. So all of the lessons are going to be due for my class anyway. If you have Ms. Means or Ms. Paffling, you'll have to check with them. But for my class, all lessons are going to be due by May 21st. So all 10 lessons must be submitted to me by the end of class on May 21st. I will not accept them late because at that point, we have just a few days left of the school year. You have at least 1 day per lesson, and then I've thrown in 3 or 4 makeup days, like 3 or 4 days just to catch up as well. So you have plenty of time. You could knock out a lesson a day and get done early even. So that's on y'all. Okay, I think that's all I have for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me, shoot an email, ask your teacher, and anything you need, just let us know. Hopefully, this will be a good, easy unit for you guys. So thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day and good luck with Unit 6.